Flushing. Since we're playing with foam, we're gonna flush it. So I was just talking to somebody who will remain nameless about this, saying, "Oh yeah, we gotta flush," and they said, "Oh yeah, you gotta flush these fast foams like every time you use them," and that's not accurate at all. Matter of fact, in fact, I think they need less flushing than most of them. So from their book, fast foam is normally kept in a wet condition, charged with concentrate and ready for immediate use. It is a good idea to exercise the system, preferably once every week or two. If the fast foam is left idle for extended periods, concentrate may gel in the system. Okay, so we've seen that before. We've seen the buildup of crusty, gelled up foam. So they're saying just use it. As long as you use it once a week, that's upkeep. Flush as necessary at least once a year, preferably at the end of fire season. So we're talking like the old foam pros, we just flush them once at the end of the year and call it good. So you need to flush every once in a while. How often? At least once a year. To flush complete and safely, there should be 4 valves in the system, 2 at the chemical tank wall, more or less, and 3 ways. You're going to store it for an extended period of time. Flush the system according to the directions, which are pretty simple. The system should be flushed when changing to a different brand of foam concentrate. Don't mix your foam concentrates. They take the worst of the, features of each concentrate, and they keep those and they get rid of the good stuff. So if you mix your Silvex with your Phos-Chek, your foam sucks. If you run one or the other, it's great. And winterizing, we'll touch on winterizing here in a minute. So how do I flush it? There are instructions in the book. Step 1 is close your valves. So my supply valve, this guy gets closed. Okay, so you can see that one's closed. And then my tank return valve also needs closed. So that's the one that's tucked up in here, right there. Okay, so now I'm not taking foam out of the tank, nor am I putting foam into the, I'm not pushing it back into the tank. Okay, there are 2 flush features, and there's instructions there, and we're going to ignore them and go with the instructions that were in the book. So, looking at the right place? Yeah. My three-way has 2 settings. This one down here, and that's my little pointer. This one down here says I'm taking the foam out of the tank, and this one says I'm flushing, which means I'm using water out of a garden hose. Yes, warm water is better, not hot water. Don't use hot water. So I adjust this so that I'm in flush mode. I adjust my other 3-way that's up here. Instead of tank return, I go to flush mode. Okay, I turn my water on. All right, I hear it. I can see a little bit of it. I come back out here. I turn this guy to on. All right, and then, Matt, can you hold that door open for me? And then I have to reach in and I have to actuate my override.
You're already running clear.
Okay, it says run it for a couple minutes, and you want to point the camera at that, you can let that door go so you can get the camera to see it.
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty clear. That's kind of forcing it in there. Now, that flushed the foam pump, right? Foam pump itself. The other thing we want to do is flush the line going to the injection, which is the Venturi piece. So to do that, I open this guy up. Sticky icky foam everywhere. Fortunately, I got clear water right here. I can wash my hands. All right. This part, we're just going mobile here. All right, at this point, I flip it over to the tank return, but remember my tank return's turned off. So I flip it over to tank return, and I actuate this, and now it's coming out that. It's going to run it right through the Venturi and coming out here. I'm flushing all the lines out, nice and clean, beautiful work. And we haven't really run that much foam, so we should be clean enough. Now we can turn the water off at the wall. And we can disconnect. So all those instructions are right here in this manual, and that's where we found them. And nothing is that complicated. There was this statement right here. To winterize, if freeze up is a concern, well, it is in my world, fill concentrate pump with antifreeze. Remember to flush antifreeze before placing back in service. It's better to leave some coolant antifreeze in than pump then dry. That kind of sounds weird, but you don't want to get all of it out, but you want to get some antifreeze in there. So antifreeze is how you winterize them. And how do I do that? Well, I can drain my foam cell and I can put antifreeze in it, and then I can pump it in that way. Or I can use my flush piece and build a little wand to suck up some. You know, all I'd have to do is cut a piece of hose like this and dip it in a tank of antifreeze, preferably the non-toxic style. And you could pump it in there that way, and you could watch it, run through both systems, just like you were flushing it. That pump should pick it up and pump it in without any trouble. When we actually hit winter and we try to winterize these things, we will shoot a video on doing it.